Welcome back. A photographic homage to the old masters, humorous takes on modern pop culture, provocative and sensational. These are all the incredible visions of photographer David LaChapelle. Since pop artist Andy Warhol gave him his first job 20 years ago, big business, the famous and notorious have all clamored to be part of his fantasy world. At the peak of his career, LaChapelle made a lifestyle change, moving away from the celebrity-led commercial work that made his name and towards fine art. Icon was invited to his private Hawaiian hideaway to give us a personal tour of his home and studio.
I fell in love with it here. I never thought I'd live here or imagine that would be possible. When I'd first come here, I had really felt that was at an end of a chapter in my life, which was that world of magazines, celebrity, and fashion. I had really nowhere left to go or nothing left to say in that venue. I started with galleries and then wasn't selling anything in galleries, and to make money I was shooting weddings and stuff. And this is in New York in the 80s and living in the East Village, and I loved it, and I would do anything I could as long as it involved photography. And then I got a job with Interview with Andy Warhol. Andy said, whatever you do, just do whatever you want, just make everyone look good. That was the only real piece of advice he ever gave me. The other stuff I learned from him was really just by observing, and that really gave me my start, which led me to magazines, which led me to working pretty much for magazines for a good 20 years. I had to make a drastic change, and coming here was that change. And when I read about people that I photographed, who have died with drugs and things and sleeping pills, and it really, I know that it could have been me. Every morning when I come out of my cabin, it's like an Easter egg hunt. Over here's the bathroom. It's really beautiful to be able to take a bath in the day or night, just out in nature. It's really something special. This is where I sleep and where I live. The artwork that I want to make now, I want to make things that are special, that mean something to people, and that are that they can understand. That idea of communication is so important to me. It's crucial. So I need to have clarity, and the only way for me to have that clarity is to turn everything off and to be alone in the jungle. This is their biodiesel banger. Runs on vegetable oil. It's amazing having this studio here so we can actually take the pictures that we've shot here and work on them pretty much immediately. This is a shot we did in the jungle right near in the Holly Forest, and it's part of the Paradise Regained series, and I saw these trees, these holly trees, and these sort of veins, these roots, going into the ground. I just imagined this sort of transfusion, and having had been hospitalized in a psych ward, coming out of that, and then coming to Paradise, which is really healing. This was sort of the kind of a personal picture, but at the same time I think it's pretty universal because of the healing effects of being in nature. The basic photograph is there. People think it's all created digitally. It's not. These scenes took place. It's a collaboration, and I work with really talented people. The deluge Deluge is a photograph that I did, much like Michelangelo's Deluge from the Sistine Chapel, where he portrayed sort of the floodwaters rising. Well, I did this idea of the flood of the future, but instead of it being scary, it was sort of everyone's helping each other. It was very hopeful. So it's sort of the best of humanity rather than our animal instincts coming out. So this is about 3 minutes from my cabin, but it's also a location. I mean, it's such a striking, beautiful, and natural black sand beach, and the volcano formations of rocks. It's a great location for photographs. And two of the photos I've done here were the images depicting Michael Jackson. His life is really biblical in its epicness and its influence, and to go from being the most famous person on the planet to almost reviled and persecuted by the media, to me, you know, it's a modern-day martyr. I want people to walk into a museum or a gallery and feel different from when they walk out. I want to touch them. And like music touches people, you know, music sort of instantaneously touches people in such a profound way, and I want my photographs to have that power. That's a goal, but you know, it's something I strive for.
For more on David LaChapelle's work, log on to cnn.com/icon. And that is it for this edition of Icon. I'm Onita Rajpal in London. Thank you for watching.